Hello and welcome to another episode of Kiki Hamann Fashion TV. I'm designer Kiki Hamann. Thank you for watching. Today I'd like to talk a little bit of how my ideas become the products in my shop. I am very unique as when it comes to my creative process, and I like to share the insight with you. As you all know, I have 3 Chihuahuas and now a little Yorkie has been added to the pack. And I like to go about town with all of them. And sometimes I see myself in a bit of a situation where I need to reach for the keys inside my bag or answer a cell phone and hold the dogs at the same time or open a door. And based on this need, I thought of a product, and it turned out to be one of my most incredible creations. So I'm going to show you first how the concept became a product. This is a cuff. It has buckles, and it goes around your wrists. On the cuff, there are 2 buckles so that it holds securely to your wrists. So it pretty much goes like this. And as you can see, this is a very stylish look. Now, do you see the D-rings? They're not here just for style. They're here to hold the leash. So a double-headed leash. One goes on your wrist and the other one goes on the collar or the back of the harness of your dog. So this way, you're able to clip all your babies at your arm and be hands-free to move about town. This was the very first model that I created. Black, pretty much rock and roll. A very classic look and will never go out of fashion. And then from the black, it led me to different colors and styles. The very next one that came out was a beautiful same version of this one, very much rock and roll. But I've added pink to make it more feminine. So whether you're black rock and roll or you're pink type of girl, there's one cuff for all your needs. If you look at this little harness, you can see how the whole thing goes together so well. The harness in the same pink on your baby, and then a leash will hold the baby back to the cuff. I actually do have one here, so let me show you how this works. Here we go. You see where the D-rings are, and there's a clip. And the clip goes on the cuff, and then the other end of the clip goes on the harness. So the baby in the harness, one end on the harness and the other end on the cuff. Very stylish and pink, and this will surely get a lot of attention when you walk about town. Each piece is completely hand designed, hand stitched, and hand marked, and each cuff comes with my numbers, my codes, debossed. Each one is numbered and personally hand stamped by me. If you see, this cuff has beautiful finishes. The metal studs, the top stitch, beautifully done. Okay, so let me show you yet another variation of the same cuff. The next one that I am showing you is a vintage brown piece. It's made from aged leather and it looks absolutely gorgeous. This leather has been distressed for that vintage look. So it has been hammered and aged down. This one has more than just the 2 D-rings. I've had it 4, so that it works pretty well with the 4 leashes that I usually carry around. It is still a beautiful accent and a piece of fashion on its own. On On this piece, I chose to use beautiful rounded buckles just for the style elements. And in the middle, Swarovski studs. Okay, so beautiful aged vintage look for this brown, traditional brown leather cuff. The cuffs can come with as many leashes as you need, so just make sure that when you order, you let me know how many leashes you need. Okay, the next one. Red is one of my favorite colors, and it's one of my favorite colors in dogs. A very traditional colors used in the dog world. You know, in most shows and show dogs, people usually favor red. It's very often you will see that the handlers will choose to wear or to actually use a red leash, red collar on their dogs. And even the little Yorkies and Shih Tzus usually will come to the ring wearing a red bow. Instead of using a flat red, I also opted for a vintage red look. So this red has a lot of elements. It is a bit distressed so that it doesn't look like it's plastic, because it's the real deal. I have chosen to top stitch it in white for extra dimension. Chose also to use silver hardware for a bolder look. And in this case, square buckles. Very traditional style buckles. I'm going to turn it around so that you can see that each piece has been stamped with a number. And this is how you know this is a true Kiki Hamann. Very important to point out that these cuffs are completely handmade. There's no machine work here, and it can take up to a full day just to complete one. A lot of stitching, a lot of hammering, a lot of sewing, and mostly a lot of love. Now, this is how the cuff can really get extravagant. This is an attention grabber. Look at this beautiful cuff, folks. It is made from snake skin. And the snake leather adds just a whole new dimension to this product. As you can see in this case, the scales are brown and beige, and I have given it, a cut that will enhance the leather. So it's not a flat cut, it has some curves, and it looks absolutely gorgeous around the wrists. To match the browns and beige, I have given it golden hardware just for a little more stylish look, and golden studs and square buckles make it just an absolutely elegant piece. So, how about this? A little piece of couture that is fashionable and yet very functional. So whether you're at home and on the phone or on the road and heading home, it's always nice to be Kiki Hamann, hands-free. Thank you for watching.